Hey everybody, I'm Jeff Pollard at solarpoweredpeople.org and Jeff Pollard 11 on Instagram. We have another great episode with two really cool guests. Please, who are you and what are you about?
My name is Alina Ugas. I am a wellness coach and hypnotherapist.
Hi, and I'm Michael Oden. I'm a behavioral therapist as well.
Okay, and now these are two different fields, but they've managed to bring it together. Tell me how you can, let's say I'm the patient, how can one person utilize both of you?
Okay, so when it comes to hypnosis, most people call because they don't like traditional therapy. So they believe that with hypnotherapy that they could, forget their past and move on in a healthy manner. So what we do is I first refer them to Michael. Michael sees them and talks to them, and they work out the past that is stopping them from moving forward. And then when they come to me, then I do hypnosis in order for them to continue the behavior.
Okay.
The good behavior.
That is really interesting. How long would one stay with one and then the other? So if you forward to Michael, would you say how long would they have to be with you before you feel like the patient's ready to move on?
Okay, so we normally recommend 10 sessions on a weekly basis. So what we have done in the past, depending on the client, is Michael sees them for about 5 sessions, and then they come to me. Then I do a hypnosis session, then they go back to Michael, and then I do another session. So technically hypnosis, it's only 1 or 2 times per behavior that you want to work with.
Okay.
So it doesn't take more than that.
Okay. Now, I know it could depending on the video being posted, but is there like a package thing where it's like, is it one or the other? Do you guys offer anything that's together?
We do. So our therapeutic package does consist of 10 with Michael, 2 with me.
Okay.
And then we also have packages that they could work, with us for 6 months, a year, and there's really no cap on how many times they could see either one of us.
Okay. And I just want to, if you want to learn more about Quiet Michael right now, he's got a whole independent video for himself that you can see. And
he is not quiet by any means.
We've had a lot of fun in the previous video. That's why I'm making the joke right now, because he could take it. So.
Yes.
But yeah, that's really cool. This is also about getting to know you two. Please tell me, is there a history? How'd you guys meet? How'd you guys know that this could work professionally and everything else? So.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you the truth.
Here we go.
And then Michael's going to tell you his part of it. So I used to live in Redondo Beach, single parent, 3 daughters, and I just needed to get away. So I went to the nearest Starbucks. And when I got there, there was a line. And normally I will not wait in line, but I really needed my coffee that day. So I stand behind him. A little history, I was in the medical field for 33 years.
Okay.
So I'm always looking at people, trying to figure them out. So standing behind him, and you will see, I just looked at his head, and he, tall. And so I kept thinking to myself, he's either a preemie or a twin.
Okay.
So,
interesting.
Yes, so this is the truth. So then he turned around and he said, I could feel your piercing look radiating through my buttocks. I was like, do I really need this?
Wow.
Okay, so tell us your story. How did this happen?
As you know, stories can change through the ages, There's an acting exercise where you tell one liner to one person, they tell the other person, and it goes around the class, and it ends up being a whole different line.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So up to that point is correct. I don't know. Did I say you were piercing? I know she was eyeballing me. I mean, it was hard. I'm just trying to get a cup of coffee, and I said, well, did you have anything in mind besides coffee?
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
Besides all of this,
Yeah.
all 6 feet of him.
And,
All right.
So she batted her eyes. I said that's not gonna work. And next thing you know, we had a cup of coffee, and the rest is history.
All right, I'll be the judge. No.
Yeah, really.
The truth is somewhere in the middle.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love it. That's cool. Is there, kind of going back to the profession for people that want to look you guys up, and it sounds like you guys are able to make somebody relax, obviously. And so I'm just wondering, is there a story? I know patient confidentiality and all that, so leaving out the details, is there a story you guys remember, a patient or something of that nature that you guys did, a collaboration, and that you feel proud of or anything?
Oh,
we
it's
have
like
lots.
with the Tamara.
And then he gave it a name.
That's the fake name.
That's the fake name.
It's a fake name.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one was really one, and I'm surprised he remembers.
So let me get it started.
Yeah.
What she called for is, why do I date men who abuse me? That was her bottom line.
Okay.
And I want to stop. So I did my part and get her to understand where that comes from and why it's important for her. And so we gave her the information to break the spell. Okay, so she relieved herself. She has understanding and awareness all around it, but there was still a hint of being drawn towards that type of guy.
Interesting.
So now we had to go deeper in her subconscious, and this is where Alina comes in.
Right. So then during hypnosis, it comes up that she's still holding on to her divorce and her ex-husband 36 years later.
Oof.
And so what was happening is she lives here, but traveling to the Bay Area, every time she went through the Oakland Bridge, she would remember.
And have anxiety attacks.
And so she would have anxiety attacks, and it would
Wow.
stop her from doing what she was there to do.
Sure.
So that came up during hypnosis. Needless to say that we uncovered that, we worked with it, and so now she goes back all the time. And as a matter of fact, she passed her MSW test because it had to be taken up there. And so every time she would take the Oakland Bridge, by the time she got to the testing site, then she panicked. And she tried, 4 or 5 times?
Yeah.
It was,
And she's fine now.
Oh,
or-
she's good.
Oh
to
yeah,
go.
she passed the test. We got to start her practice.
With her daughter.
Yeah. Has a different outlook on men, but is aware of how to. It's okay to be happy now. It's okay to not wait for the other shoe to fall.
Okay.
Just because a lot of people do that. You'd be surprised.
And that's what she was doing.
Yeah, waiting for the other shoe to fall.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, okay, that's awesome. So thank you for this chat where, it sounds like if you have some kind of internal issue, you just want to get a, better reading of yourself, you can come to Michael for the behavioral part and Elena for the hypnosis part.
Yep.
And that's awesome. So I do want to finish with a quick story if you have one. Is there something that, together you both have that could just advice to make the world a better place, a little less stressful? Is there anything? It does not have to be related to your field either, so you can
I would say, one of two things. Either have fun, because this is, I always say it because we're Sagittarius. That's something that it does happen in our daily life. I have all kinds of wrinkle marks because of him being such a stand-up comedian. And also, don't take things personally, because that was me. When I first met Michael, it didn't matter if the bird flew by. It's like, why is he flying in front of me?
Yeah.
So I was taking everything very personal because I did not know not to. So you don't know what you don't know.
That's right. You don't know what you don't know.
And do you concur?
Yes.
Okay.
And was there another anecdote I could think of? Is laugh more. Just laugh.
Okay.
Laugh is. They say laughter is the best medicine. Increases endorphins.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank
All
you.
right. Take care, everybody. Hey, everybody. I have some exciting news. I wrote another kid's book, Uncle Duncle. I drew the pictures. I wrote the story. Please support. I'd really appreciate it. I also wrote The Giraffe and the Lion. That's another one. So collect them all if you have kids or if you don't. It's just a fun read. Really appreciate it. Take care, everybody.